So, Pink Friday 2.
Pink Friday 2 has just dropped. Did you just see apparently she's broken the streaming record? She's got like 28 million
Yes,
streams in one day.
I saw. The Barbz are in full formation.
The Barbz, do you know? I'm not gonna get my full feelings on the Barbz, but you guys support when it comes time for Nicki. So we're gonna do a review of this album. So how we're gonna review this album is that we're gonna review it through cohesion of the album, production, does it push boundaries, lyrics and storytelling, and how we think that Nicki's done her album rollout. And then we're gonna name our favorite and least favorite songs. So, and then we're gonna give an overall grade of what we think of the album. So, without ado, let's start with our opinions. Do you
Okay.
wanna, so do you want to start with our least favorite songs?
You want to do the negative first?
The negative first.
Yeah, that's our least favorite.
Least favorite. Okay, so I'm literally getting on my list because I made a whole list of notes while I was listening to Pink Friday 2.
You got
Literally.
my notes.
Okay, so do you want to go first or should I?
I want to hear you. I want to pick your brain first.
Oh, do you know what I was gonna say?
You're so funny.
Do you know why? Like, because we were listening to Pink Friday 2, and I had a list of notes like, this is what I liked, this is what I disliked, and it was so funny because we had different opinions. So
Before we even get into that, though, we do have to say we have chosen to wear pink today.
how can we forget?
How can we forget?
In honor
of this review. So shout out to Nicki Minaj.
we dress very special. I was gonna say. So, if our favorite we're gonna start with the.
Sorry to interrupt you there.
No, don't even apologize.
But yeah, go on then.
Okay, so I put my least favorite song. So I put Beep Beep, right? Because when I put Beep Beep, I was like, it's got a good beat, but I just thought the song was really short and simple. Was it like Beep Beep was like what, like 1 minute and like something seconds? It was just very short. And there just, for me, it just wasn't a lot going on there. So I felt like it was really forgettable. So I kind of.
Beep Beep is, yes, 1:35. Or no, yeah, 1:35 seconds.
It's really short.
Short. I feel like by the time I'll be getting into it and then it's finished. That's how I felt about the song.
Yeah, so my second favorite song was, what was it called?
Least favorite.
Sorry, no, least favorite songs, forgive me. Okay, I didn't like Pink Friday Girls. Do you know why? Because, this song is a sample of girls just want to have fun, right? And so I felt like with this song is that it relies way too much on samples. Like, I felt like the main appeal of it is just a sample, and I felt like she didn't really add too much to it. She didn't really kind of put her own thing on it, unlike other songs, so I put that as my least favorite. And I think that my other least favorite song is, let me just get that up.
I know what you're going to say.
What am I going to say? No, actually, do you know what? You tell me and see.
You're going to say Pink Birthday.
Oh, that I was literally going to say Pink Birthday.
I knew you were going to say
because
that.
I put that down, I was like, I literally, in my notes, you're going to laugh at me, I put it was skippable, and I was like, I wasn't. Do you know why? When I listened to it, I was just like, I just wasn't feeling it. I was just like, it was just very skippable to me. So those are my least favorite songs. Tomorrow.
So Pink Birthday is also one of my least favorites. Why do I dislike it? I felt like I didn't really like the melodies on the song.
I get what you mean.
Yeah, I didn't really like. Yeah, I think mainly the melodies. I didn't really like the melodies on the song. Because I didn't like it, I would just quickly just change it. Also, I'm not actually quite sure why it's called Pink Birthday. I know the album came out on Nicki's birthday.
I think it's because she's going for like a pink theme. I think that was just kind of the thing of her album. I think she was going for pink.
I mean, she does say Happy Pink Birthday in it. Maybe it was a song to herself. Kind of like a gift to herself.
Maybe she added it on last minute. I don't actually know. I'm speculating at this point, but maybe she just added it on last minute.
Yeah. The song also is very short as well.
I don't like the short songs on the album. I feel like for me, all her like really short songs are just missing something.
That's fair. Another song that I didn't love. I'm gonna go with Nicki Hendrix.
I can see why you say that. Like, I actually understand
Yeah.
how and why.
Because I love Future, I love Nicki. So in my mind, you know, because they've got a song already together. In the sky. I've forgotten the name. What is the name of it?
I can't actually remember the name of the song, but we can touch up.
Let me quickly get that.
Do you know what's funny, Tamara? In my notes, I put Future's Future was mediocre in that one. I said that I didn't like
You the
his
baddest.
verse.
You the baddest. And Tap Out. So they've worked together before. Yeah. And also as well, Future's, you know, in terms of rap, you know, some people see him as a goat. Nicki's a goat. So I'm just like, no, I don't know. I just didn't love the collab. I just thought it could have been something else. It was very melodic as well. And I was just, I don't know what I was expecting. I just didn't envision that. It's a slow song. When I see Future, I was just thinking a club, they're going to do something like club related. That's what I just thought in my mind. Like, but it didn't hit that spot for me. And then my last song that I didn't love, it's sad we have to start with negatives, but you know, it is what it is. Another song that I didn't love, I think I might have to give it to Pink Friday Girls.
I don't like that song because I think for me it's the sample.
Yeah, I might have to give it to Pink Friday Girls, mainly because as well I felt like the sample wasn't amazing. Considering in this same album there's an amazing sample here. So yeah, I didn't think that sample ate as much as the other samples in the album.
I think when there's artists that like when you rely on a sample to carry the song rather than taking a sample and then recreating it into your own, that's a good use of sample to me. But for this song, she relied on the sample to carry the song rather than taking a sample and turning it into her own.
Yeah.
Which is what my problem was.
Because the song already exists. So it's like taking the song, repackaging it, and then, giving it to us as something brand new. Yeah. Because the song's iconic. Girls Just Want to Have Fun is an iconic song alone, and it's very nostalgic for some people. So I do think, yes, the song does rely on that a bit. Honestly, how long is the song again? It's not long, is it?
It's not that long. But my thing is that I would rather...
It's 2 minutes and 45. It's not a long song.
To me, I would just rather listen to Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Like, I'm sorry, like, when I heard that song, just like, I'll just listen to the original. There's not too much being done with it, so I'll just listen to that. But are those all of your negatives? I mean,
we're only going to do 3. We'll do 3. We don't want to put too much bad negative energy out there.
But now we've gotten the negatives out of the way, let's go into our favourite songs. Okay, I already know my favourite songs off the top of my head. You want to go first?
We have a shared favourite. We'll do the shared favourite last. So do the favourites that you know aren't my favourites.
Okay, one of my favourites, and I was shocked that you didn't feel the same way that I did. I said Forward from Trini. Forward from Trini, do you know why? It's just that I love like that Caribbean vibe. Like I was just like, this is gonna pop one in the clouds. Like, I'm gonna bust and wine when I hear this. You know, the features for me, it slid, and I loved it. I was like, this is great. And you know, Nicki's from Trini, right? She's from Trinidad, right? I was like, it makes sense why she did this. So I thought that she slid. I thought she did her thing. I was like, I want to whine. Like I was just, I was like, oh, I want to whine. So I was like, that was my favorite song. The thing is, my other two, they're your favourites as well.
Are they?
Because I'm gonna say my favourite is Red Ruby the Sleeves. I'm sorry, I know it came out.
Fine, no, I'll give you that one. No, take it.
I was gonna say because like I'm sorry, like I know it came out a month ago, but only one of them sleeves. If it's sleeves, Red Ruby the Sleeves.
Chinese on my sleeves.
These wannabe Chun-Li's like that. Like the thing is, Nicki started this year with fire, but. This came out, I don't know why she didn't like put more promotion into that song. Like she just dropped it, and then she dropped like the music video, but then the music video was kind of dry. It was just like her just walking around. No, I'm sorry, for Red Ruby the Sleeves, I think she should have put out a proper music video. Because the thing is, I thought that the pictures that she was gonna take was the theme of the music video, and that's what I thought. But then she didn't do it, so I think it was a missed opportunity. I think she could have put more promotion into it, because. I feel like people slept on that song. Like, it was popular when it came out, but I don't think it got that long-term love. So
yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
But so that's my second favourite. Me and Tamara have the same favourite, and Everybody featuring Lil Uzi. We're gonna everybody. What's it?
She swears, you can't swear. That's why I was like, is it
Oh yeah, I was gonna say because
everybody?
everybody.
Like she's swearing, I can't.
I was gonna say when I listened to that song, like I started like moving, and that's like I was messaging Damara, I was messaging Damara, and I was listening to the album, and then when everybody came up, I started like moving in my bed because I was sick that day, but everybody was like, "Oh, I wanted to move even though I'm sick," and it's already blowing up on TikTok. Like we're seeing it right now. Like
Yeah, that song is hard.
good use of a sample.
I loved, and do you know what's crazy? Like, I actually really love the original song. Do you know the original song? Yeah. Don't stop, won't stop the beat. I can't stop. And obviously as well, there's a scene in White Chicks. Have you seen White Chicks? The dance break part. So it just like takes me back to there. And then obviously Nicki came in and slid, and then Uzi just like, you know when he hears damn. I literally smiled when I heard his damn. I was like, yes! It just took me to, I just want to rock. It was just so lit. They both ate on that one. I love that song.
They ate. And I was going to say, I have another favourite, but I was going to say, I think I'm going to let you go because I think,
okay, cool.
Because I think your other favourite is the same as mine.
Okay, cool. So I can only say two more, but I actually have a few favourites. But just for the sake of this podcast, I don't want to bore you. So I'm going to go with... Okay. Oh, no. Okay, cool. Can we say more than three?
You can say more than three.
You can say more than three. Okay, cool.
It's a long album. It's a 22 song album, so
it's very long.
More than three.
Honestly, it's very. But I don't want to say that negatively. It's very long. But I'm an album girl. I listen to things from beginning to end. Barbie Dangerous is cold. The bars, the flow, the beat, cold, and also I don't know if she did it on purpose, but she also sounds like how she slid on Meek Mill. Baby, is you drunk? All Eyes on You.
I was gonna say I didn't know the name of the song.
I know. I think that is what's called. All Eyes on You. Yeah. It's called All Eyes on You. Yeah, she slid the same way. Like how she was rapping on that song is similar to this one. So some people are like, oh, you're stealing your old flows, whatever. But it's like your own art, so you can replicate that as many times as you want. In my opinion, as long as Nicki Minaj, she's shown she's very, what's the word? Like a chameleon, she can do anything.
She is a chameleon.
Versatile, that's the word. She's very versatile.
Her and Doja Cat are both chameleons. Yeah. Oh, and Doechii too.
Yeah, she's very versatile. She's proved that. So from time to time, if you like take me back to flows that you've done in other songs many, many years ago now, I don't mind that. I love that. So Barbie Dangerous, the bars in that song are crazy as well.
What?
I've got to say another favourite. There's like, okay, cool. Red Ruby the Sleaze, yeah. But you went into that one, so I won't. There's two here. Okay, cool. I think we have a shared one. We have a shared one?
We do.
Okay, cool. So I'll say the one that's not shared. Cowgirl. I love that one.
I didn't like that song that much, and I think you were shocked when I was like,
yeah,
I didn't get it. Like, I was just like, I thought the song was okay.
I like Cowgirl. It's like, first of all, Lordies. I think I said her name right, Lourdes or Lordies. I think she's a hook, a little hook like queen. She also collaborated with Sweetie on Backseat on. I can't remember the name of Sweetie's EP. Let me go get it.
Was it the High Maintenance one?
No. It was like a collab. It was a collaboration album by Sweetie, worked with artists on the come up. It's
okay.
cold, but obviously when Sweetie makes good music, everyone wants to overlook that one. Yeah, Pretty Summer Playlist. It's on Pretty Summer Playlist. It's hard. And she made a song with Lourdes called Backseat. And that's the song that actually introduced me to Lourdes. So when I saw her on this album, I was really happy. I was like, what? Like, you've gone from Sweetie to Nicki Minaj in 2 years. That's lit. Shout out to you, Lourdes. But yeah, I really like that song. You know how there always has to be that song about sex on an album in rap. That's what I think personally. You can disagree. But It's that song. It's melodic. It's for girls. It's literally for the girls. It's like to feel good. Like I like that song, and I think her bars are cold as well on that song. Do you want to do our shared?
Yeah, you should say it.
Let me calm down. Yes. Okay. I was worried that I was gonna be wrong, but what am I wrong?
I was like, I'm gonna save this one because I was like, what is there to be said?
Let me calm down. First of all, the beat.
The beat, that production was really good on this song.
The beat, like, if I could hug a beat, I'm hugging that. Like, I love that beat. And then I love how Nicki enters the song just gully as she usually does. And then by the time J. Cole has come, that's literally just sealed it. It just sealed the deal. Like, wrap the song up, like, eat it. Like, there you go.
Can I just say, J. Cole has given one of the best feature runs. J. Cole has given one of the best feature runs that we've seen in ages. His feature run has been unmatched. And just him, like, especially on, like, this album, which is more melodic and really, obviously, Nicki's always been very, very girly, but in her last two albums, like Pink Print and Queen, she's headed more back into her hip hop era. But this album, because it's Pink Friday, is a reflection of more of her pop rap girly era. And so just knowing how J. Cole is so like willing to effortlessly slide on these on like these types of songs with different types of sounds just shows how talented he is. He elevated that song to a different level. That
it was already really high.
It was already high.
I did this, but it was actually it was already here, but then he just took it literally to like the top. He took it to the top. Ooh, and also I think J. Cole's a chameleon as well. He can make a club song. He can make
conscious songs,
conscious music as well. Like his verse was just insane, and I think he's got a beautiful rapping voice. I really love his rapping voice. It's very distinct. Like you hear it and you know it's him. So. Yeah, the talent, me saying he's talented is an understatement. His verse is so beautiful.
J. Cole's a goat, so he did his thing.
Yeah, it was literally like honoring a baddie. It was just like, I loved his lyrics. He's great. I love J. Cole.
So I was gonna say, has that ends our favorites?
Yeah. Okay. There are some other songs, I was gonna say, but we'll be here. We'll be here. Literally, we'll be here till next year.
We'll be here till next year. So we're gonna also now talk about just like our overall opinions on the production of the album and the lyricism and storytelling and the cohesion. So I'll probably summarize mine in obviously not too long because we don't want to be here for 15 years. But what I'm trying to say is, for me personally, this is where it's gonna get a bit controversial. I felt like the album wasn't really cohesive to me. I felt like it was more of like a singles kind of album where single here, that's single fair. There. But I felt like the album wasn't telling a story. I felt like Queen told like more of a cohesive kind of story into what Nicki was trying to sell, what Nicki was trying to do. But I felt like this one was kind of just meant for singles that will pop off here and there rather than a cohesive kind of sound. Even with the original Pink Friday, there was more of a cohesive flow into what she was telling in Pink Friday, but with here, it just felt like single. That's how I felt about it being cohesive. What do you think? Like, did you think it was cohesive? Or
I'll be very honest. Although I love everybody, I do think that it's kind of out of place on the album. Another song that's out of place is Blessings. There's a gospel song there. When I was literally just like listening to the album, and when the song came on and I heard Tasha Cobbard.
She was good.
No, that's disgraceful. Tasha Cobbs Leonard.
She was good.
Her voice is beautiful. She's a gospel singer. So as soon as I heard her voice, I just immediately went to see who it was because I knew it wasn't Nicki. And I appreciate the song, but I did think it's kind of out of place. But I know that Nicki is in touch with her faith. And this isn't the first time that she's actually shouted out this artist as well, this gospel singer. I think Super Freaky Girl also is out of place.
Do you know why? I feel like because that song came... Oh, do you know why? I actually forgot that song was even on the album because it literally came out a year ago. But we need to be honest. That song was to give Nicki a number one. It was strategically designed to get a number one. I'm not hating Nicki on that. I'm not going to fall for that because that is the game. We have certain songs that are designed to chart high.
Yeah. The sample's very popular.
As I say, the sample was designed to get to number one. it is a bit weird when we listen to
Can't
it in the whole
touch this.
context of the album. So I'm not gonna. So you're right.
Yeah.
That is a single song, not really fitting on the album. You're right.
I also think Needle was out of place.
I agree with that as well.
It's a vibe. I do think the song's a vibe.
A vibe
I
and a
do
tone.
imagine it's a summer song. Needle is definitely a summer song, or late night drive song. I think Drake ate on the chorus. I do think the chorus is sick, and Nicki singing it did go. It went. It went. You know. I feel like there's some songs where we get the gully rap. Then it's like the sample kind of pop, kind of way that we go. And then it's like the really slow singing songs. So I understand though, an album's supposed to show versatility and it's not supposed to be the same.
It has to flow.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's the track listing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what's a different opinion? I felt like Nicki sang a bit too much on this album. I personally feel like Nicki can sing, but for me, I personally feel like Nicki's at her strongest when she limits the amounts of singing and she saves it for bits and bobs. I feel like on this one, it was too much.
You thought it was too much?
I thought it was too much, but I understand the vibe of the album, what she was going for, so I get it, but I feel like Nicki's at her strongest. Like, for example, like Last Time I Saw You, it fit there, because that's a ballad.
Aww.
But I felt like she should have just limited the singing here and there. But maybe she's thinking because like her last two albums, like Queen and The Pink Print, are like pure hip hop albums. That's what she wants to go there. But I personally just feel like Nicki's at her best when she limits it. Is that it for how you feel about Cohesion? Because we still can't get through like the 3 other things.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think album's supposed to show range, and it does show range. I think that's why she was singing more. I think she was trying to show that. Yeah, I'm the best. One of the best rappers, MCs out there, but I can really sing. I think that's maybe the avenue she was trying to go down. But yeah.
Yeah. So if we're
do
gonna
another one.
So if we're gonna talk about like productions and sonics, right? I felt that the production was kind of basic on this album. I was gonna say, however, there are some songs where the production is better.
Okay.
On some songs, but then there are other songs that's like the production was just a bit lacking in some places. I will say, and this is not a thing with Nicki, I don't like this recent trend of the over reliance on samples to get songs popping. This is not a Nicki thing. So this is like, people say I'm hating on Nicki. I'm not hating on Nicki. I just don't like this trend that loads of celebrities are doing of taking samples and just kind of just relying on samples to bring us popular. Like, I want to go back to the old days. If we're going to take samples, we have the sample and then it's turned into something completely new that you can't, that is repackaged. But now it is the trend that you want to hear the original beat, and then that's why people like the song, because they can recognize it. Like, I love Everybody, and it pops off because we know the original beat. But I felt like Nicki kind of made it enough into her own thing.
Yeah, Uzi was a beautiful touch
and
as
Uzi,
well.
And Uzi had this thing, but I just felt like the production.
The Jersey beat is the boom, boom,
boom,
boom,
boom,
boom,
Jersey.
boom, boom, boom. That is mad. That sound gets me going.
That Jersey stuff
gets me going. It's what I need. I don't know what's in it, but it just gets me like, yeah.
I just felt like the production was just basic and kind of just over relied on sampling, but it wasn't like terrible anything. I just felt like, it can be more a bit experimental, but maybe that's not what she's aiming to do. And again, I'm holding Nicki to a very high standard because she is the queen of rap. So I was going to say, I'm going to hold Nicki to a high standard because she's Nicki Minaj. And so she's the pinnacle of rap. Not even female rap, just rap.
Yeah.
So I will be harsher on you when I review you because you're great.
Okay, wait, so you said the production's meaty.
Yeah, so it's just...
I don't think it was meaty. I think the beats were good. Yeah, I think the beats were good. Especially R&B has a nice beat. Let Me Calm Down has a nice beat. For me, Falling For You has a really nice beat. Barbie Dangerous is cold. Obviously, Everybody. FTCU as well. I think the beat for that is cold. I like the beat for Big Difference as well,
Big Difference had actually, do you know what? I actually was saying that Big Difference had a really like good
beat. So do you know what? Yeah, I don't think it was mediocre.
That's fine.
I don't think it was mediocre. I thought it was good. I thought
Yeah.
it was good. Like, the majority of the beats I liked. For me, it wasn't the beat that was the problem as to why I didn't really love the song. If that makes sense. Apart from the Pink Friday girls, I thought there was a lot going on in that song.
Yeah. So I think the last thing we're going to talk about before we give our final grade and go on to our next topic is, do we think this album is going to push boundaries? I'm going to keep it being pick it a buck. Good album. I'm going to say no. Because you know why? I'm holding Nicki to a very high standard. And again, I'm going off of things like the first original Pink Friday, because Nicki hyped this album a lot. I'm naming it Pink Friday 2 after the precedent of the original Pink Friday and how it pushed the boundaries of rap. For me, it's not up there with pushing boundaries with the original Pink Friday or even the Pink Print. And I liked Queen a lot, but everyone decided to be with about the album because that was during the Nicki hate train with her and Cardi B.
People don't. Yeah,
people were hating on her when the album came out.
Yeah, no, I hear you. With me, I purposely don't let myself get immersed in all the nonsense that surrounds that. I listen to the album, and if it's cold, it's cold. I don't care if you're badding people up, and it's like mutual though. It's not like you're just going around. If you two people have beef, I'm not involved. I'm just gonna listen, and if it's cold, it's cold. So that's why I probably didn't remember there was so much surrounding Queen.
Crazy
controversy.
controversy.
But I do remember though. Yeah, you're right. Actually, you're right. I remember now. Good form, bed. Those are 2 videos I remember that came out, and it was kind of quiet. That's what I remember. But yeah, push boundaries. Do you know what? She did share a lot. She shared.
Yeah, she did on Pink Print, Pills and Potions.
No, man, no.
Wait,
no.
Listen,
that's not the sharing I'm talking about.
I know we have to move to our next topic really soon, but Pills and Potions, like,
that's not the sharing I'm talking about. Like, that's a heartbreak song. Like, tell me a female artist that does not have that song on an album. Come on.
Okay, I can't say that. Okay.
Like, that's the heartbreak song. I really liked it, and I was empowered. It was great. But like, for example, Are You Gone Already? I'm sure she talks about her father's passing.
And yeah, she did.
Yeah.
And Last Time I Saw You was a very emotional song.
Yes, but and her babe, she talks about Papa Bear.
Yeah. But no, we can get that. But like, will it push the boundaries and the spectrum? That I just don't think it will. Like, I feel like there's just not enough like.
Does it push boundaries?
I don't think it's pushing the boundaries. It's not experimental enough in how it pushes the culture forward.
Let me answer that then.
Me to know.
Pushing boundaries, I appreciate that she shared with her father passing, the stress she went through. I think she alluded to like going through a really tough time, all of that. But in terms of pushing boundaries for like lyricism, although she does eat, production wise, fair enough. I'm going to say no as well. I didn't want to, but I'm going to have to say it does not.
Doesn't mean it's not a great album, guys.
Yeah.
We're music critics. So, how do we give our overall grade of Nicki Minaj Pink Friday 2? Do you want to give your first grade? Okay, because Damara's scared because there's a high chance we might be attacked by the Barbz.
Go by. No.
Oh, do you know what's fine? Damara has no fear of being attacked by the Barbz.
No, I'm just sad.
Do you know
I'm just sad that, I wasn't like...
I'm going to give Pink Friday a B+. And I think for me, because although I enjoyed the album, I think because she hyped it to a certain point, I'm holding it to the standard of Pink Friday, which set the bar so high. And for me, it kind of underwhelmed me. Does not make it a good album, but from what I was expecting and from what was being set to me, it just didn't live up to the standards. Like, I'm holding this to Pink Friday. Because she said at that bar, we name it Pink Friday 2. I'm holding it to that standard. And for me, it was still a good album and I had a fun time listening to it. But because it didn't fully live up to the album to me, that's why I gave it that rating.
Yeah.
I'm going to get attacked.
Yeah, I'm just sad. Just because I didn't... Yeah, when I listened, I didn't have the same feeling that I thought I would have had because obviously, it's called Pink Friday. So I'm going to give it a B+ as well.
But it's still fun, man. We had a good list. I can't even
Yeah,
lie.
like, but then that doesn't take away from the songs I really love. The songs I really love, they're in my playlist. I've been banging them. It's just, yeah, I agree. I don't, underwhelming is such a strong charged word, but yeah, that is kind of how I felt when I listened.
But listen, so the songs that we do like, they're in our playlist, and I'm banging my songs. I
Yeah.
like the songs I like. Once I think when Fourth and Trini comes in the club, I'm gonna be shaking like bum. I'm gonna be shaking bum. So I'm gonna say the songs that I liked, they're in my heavy playlist. We will be making TikToks.
Everybody. That's actually my song, by the way.
So this is our Pink Friday 2 review, and please let us what you know in the comments about what you thought about Pink Friday. So yeah.